Since you've come into the industry, what are the types of careers that you've had so far?
So far, I started in the claims department. So basically it was a weekend role, part-time, opening up emergency claims. So really talking to clients, opening up the claims, client inquiries, things like that. Did that for about 8 months or so. Then moved on to a full-time role as an auto adjuster. So handling auto claims from all across Canada. Did that for about a year and a little bit. Then moved on to the property department, so handling home claims all across Canada once again. And after that, the company that I was working for announced an acquisition, a major acquisition, so I was asked to work on the integration team for the PD claims. So, and from there, sort of made the move to a completely different company, completely different part of the market, the reinsurance side of things, and that's where I am now, so as a reinsurance claims analyst.
Jobin, we know that education is important. How important is it for you?
For me, education is the most important thing. It's something that's been instilled in me from when I was a little kid. From an education front, I've completed the Bachelor of Science. From there, I went on to complete the CIP, the Chartered Insurance Professional, offered through the Insurance Institute. After that, I went on to complete the Canadian Risk Management designation, and most recently was able to complete a certificate in Lean Six Sigma. And I guess for the future, I'm really looking into the actuarial side of things, and those exams, completing those exams. It's going to be a long process, but it's definitely something that seems challenging and something that I want to do.
Let's talk about mentorship. Think about some people that have helped you along the way so far,
Right.
and some of the mentors that you've had. What are the types of things that they help you with? Do they help you make decisions, or do they help you put you in the right direction, or do they help you come to the realization, that's what I thought?
I think it's a bit of everything. I mean, for me personally, a lot of the managers I've had, they've helped me realize what my skills, what my strengths, what my weaknesses are, where I have to spend a little bit of time working on, what skills do I have to develop, things like that. They've also, a lot of the managers I've had, they come with years of experience. They've been in the industry a long time. They know a lot about the industry, a lot about certain aspects of the industry that I didn't know about, and that's all helped me. Whether they talk about reinsurance, surety, these are all things that you don't hear in your day-to-day work sometimes, unless you're working in those industries. So they've really opened my eyes to the industry and really helped me develop as a person.
For people that are in the industry now and they want to advance their career, what would be a piece of advice that you would give to them?
Keep your options open and try and learn as much. There's so many different ways of getting information, getting background. I was fortunate in my previous company. It was a larger corporation, so there were a lot of roles, whether it's BI, AB, underwriting, lots of different roles. And the company had a system set up where you can go and job shadow certain individuals. You have to pre-arrange it with your manager, their manager, but you're able to go there, maybe spend half an hour out of your day to see what that person's role is. So they'll show you, what's a typical role, what's a typical day in this role. What do I do? What are some of the benefits? What are some of the ups, downs? And what education do you need for this role? So it really, I've used that as a way, is this something that I want to do? I actually get to talk to someone in that role. And from there, I get to decide, is this something that I really want for me? So that's something that I definitely recommend to a lot of people, and try and take on, projects, things like that. I was fortunate that I got, even while I was a claims adjuster doing home and auto, I was still able to work on different projects, whether it's, representing the claims department in different projects. One of the main projects or a side role that I had was, it was called the Leadership Support Pool. So it was a group of individuals that were selected. Anytime that a section manager was away for extended periods of time, whether sick or on vacation, one of us were called on to pretty much lead the team. So that's something that really stood out for me, because it gave me the leadership qualities, helped me develop that. One day I would just be a regular claims guy, the next day step into a manager role and put that hat on. So, I mean, it's an industry that, whatever you want to do, there's always an option for you.
And where do you see the career progressing over the next 5, 10, 15 years?
It's tough to say. I mean, anything's possible in this industry. It's an amazing. It's one of those industries where, you know, if you set your goals, if you want something, if you want to be the CEO of a company, it's possible. You just have to work hard for it. So for me specifically, I like to keep my options open. Definitely taking on more challenges, learning. Those are all things that are definitely important to me.